This is the only station in the greater Houston area who takes a look at each week's agenda and tells you what they are voting on. We get it. You're busy. We're busy. Everyone is busy, Mario included. This is why we've brought in KPRC2 producer Jason Wynn to tell us about the multi-millions our council members are about to approve this week. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Zach. Welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
I like the segue you just threw out there. That's TV terms for moving on, right? All right, Zach, we've got a lot to talk about today.
Yeah, I know a lot of people still in the dark, still off the grid, no power. Many of their viewers are watching right now from their phones. That's if their phones are still charged, right? I know it's tough trying to keep these things powered up.
You know, over in Tanglewood, we had a little house that was just putting chargers out there for people to charge up their phone. Like, yeah, Bill Barajas was talking about that.
How incredible.
I mean, it's been a time where Houstonians have shown why they are so strong.
Okay, so talk to us about, you know, how is the fourth largest city in America helping out its residents to get out of this mess?
Well, I mean, as you know, there was more than 2 million people without power. I think CenterPoint said they got 92% of customers
130,000 still in the dark as of
That's 8%.
this morning. Yeah,
8%. And like 8% of people out there still don't have power, probably don't know when they were going to get it back. I mean, we're in our second week of all of this. So Mayor Whitmire yesterday, he called council to extend a proclamation declaration for the emergency during Monday's special council meeting. So you probably saw our post on that on Click to Houston. Now that was a big step to getting help because you've heard this hurricane was a massive like buzzsaw. It just windstorm cutting through trees. Well, now it's time for cleanup efforts, Zach.
How are we going to do that?
Well, let's talk about that here a little bit. So as you know, we're going to talk about agenda item number 8, and we're going to talk about these companies right here because back in May, you remember Derecho?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that little storm that knocked us all offline. Well, these 4 companies are approved to go out and clean up debris. Well, now they got a up to $20 million contract to clean up debris during Derecho. Well, now these 4 companies, Ashbrit, DRC Energy, TFR Enterprises, Crease Environmental Services, well, council's looking at giving them $120 million to clean up.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a $100 million increase to go out and clean things up, make sure the debris is gone. But there's a lot of questions out there that not only Houstonians are asking, but some council members too.
Yeah. And so when we talk about this money, this is a lot of money. Do we know where the money will go, what it will do?
Well, so there's a little stipulation on some of that money here. So these companies have to go out and they have to kind of scan the area, see what they need to clean
survey,
up, and then turn in a bill. And so
this is what we'll need to do to get you where you need to be.
And it's like, you know, they've got up to 100, and if they get approved, up to 120 for both Beryl and Derecho. And I know we're going to kind of skip ahead, so sorry, Marcus. Marcus is is it Marcus? No, it's Keon now.
Keon is our producer
in the morning. So we're going to kind of skip around now because Zach went off script here. So part of this money
here. Oh, it's my fault. My fault. Okay.
Welcome back.
I see. Welcome back. Okay.
So part of this increase here, this $100 million increase, is just to go out and get them working here.
Okay.
Now, I don't know how this is going to work out, Zach, because the paperwork is going to be a little bit difficult if they're combining both storms.
Yeah.
The object is to get FEMA to reimburse them. And FEMA could reimburse up to 80%, but that's gotta come with the right paperwork. And if we're gonna put $120 million, 2 storms in, like how do you kind of split that pie up? And that's part of what the council members are asking.
What are they saying about this?
Yes, now there's a good question here. So I emailed all of them, and I know they were in their declaration meeting. I reached out to the controller's office. I reached out to the mayor's office. Amy Peck, she was the first one to get back to me, and she says this move doesn't actually allocate any type of funding. It's just, quote, a preposition for these companies for disaster cleanup. Now, she was clear when she was telling me that these companies already did a pass-through through District A, right? They kind of surveyed.
This was back in May.
This is back in May.
Yeah. for the Derecho.
Not much has happened since,
Right,
Zach.
yeah.
Not much has happened since. So that's something that we find out, because I know you're going to ask if I talked to anybody else. So I did talk to District F's Tiffany Thomas, because she called me and she was pretty open about this, that she's going to bring this out and she's going to have an open conversation with council on Wednesday. Because here's the thing, both her and Amy Peck have said, we haven't seen a schedule.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on. And given light of what has happened with Centerpoint and how council members are reacting to their leadership and how things are going, they want a schedule. They want outlines. They want to know when they can get these businesses, when they can get these homes, these nursing facilities back online. The 8% that's still out there that's dealing with this. And they've got Derecho to deal with all of this. So they know that they need to get their better answers for their people.
Yeah. And so, of course, at the end of the day, people are going to be asking, including us, who will be paying for this? Who is taking up the bill?
So this is coming out of the general fund right now. So this is where the 20 million was approved for, and that's through solid waste. Now, the other thing that they're looking at, Zach, is that when they put in that 120 million, and if that actually gets approved through council, well, that's when they're going to have to go back to FEMA and try to figure out all
to
of
get
this
reimbursement.
paperwork, to get reimbursed. Who knows how long that will take? I mean, it's the questions are just out there right now.
It's been interesting because I was gone for much of this storm. I came back and I'm seeing utility trucks from all over the country, plates from Alabama, Arkansas, Florida. Any talk on getting more companies here to help out to get things moving any faster?
Well, you know, I asked
efficient?
that question because, you know, we'd like to look at contracts. And the very, very easy answer right now, Zach, is no.
No.
What I was told is because this comes out of the solid waste budget and this is out of the general fund, they would definitely need a different department to ask for emergency a request for emergency purchase orders, or EPOs. Now, just from my conversations with those council members, it's not really clear if debris cleanup will happen, if somebody will ask for those orders, or if more than those companies will come in. Now, those 4 companies that we were talking about earlier, they do have subcontractors and things like that. You know, they've got the big trucks to get the debris. It's not like we can just throw the stuff into a garbage truck and call it a day. So there's that too.
And then, of course, too, we need Mother Nature to cooperate with us, right? You can't be out there fixing these lines in the middle of a thunderstorm, a lightning storm.
No, you can't. And they've got to cut down trees and debris and all of that stuff.
It's a lot of work. For people who have questions, concerns, where can they go, sir?
Just email us at investigates@kprc.com, or you can email Mario. Mario loves those emails.
mdiaz@kprc.com.
You know it.
There you go. As always.
But yes, the council will be talking about this. This is very important.
Serious conversation.
1:30 today is when public can pop off, because, you know, we borrowed that from the city. Pop off at 1:30, and then tomorrow at the vote, 9:30 in the morning.
And then, of course, we'll have updates throughout the day and tomorrow on air and online at clicktohouston.com. Jason, always a pleasure. Thank you very much. It is